All right, we're gonna talk about locking up with dodgers as they try to turn the corner towards your butt end side. So for me, as a righty, this is dodgers going towards my left hand. We have a few options here. We're gonna talk through them. I think the first option most coaches probably most commonly taught is just a bottom hand punch. So as the dodger tries to turn the corner, I work to get my hip around and punch my bottom hand out. Now, it's important to understand our positioning because they all work together with each option. So if I'm gonna work on a bottom hand punch here from a dodger that I wanna take away the top side to, I gotta make sure I get my left foot around and above the dodger and my hips towards the corner of the field, and I keep the dodger within my frame. So now the dodger's between my hips and hands here, so I don't have to reach out wide for him, but I can punch, and I'm in a strong position like an offensive tackle pass blocking here with my butt down, chest up, and chin up, where I can punch my bottom hand out, but I can absorb this contact. I think if I want to take away the dodger's top side, I want to make sure my chin and my head are top side of him here, so I have a little bit of leverage there. I don't want to be leaning here because that opens an inside roll. So I'm going to drop my hips and punch my hand out from here. I can absorb contact if he leans into me, or I can drive him away if I get some leverage. He steps away, I can get my stick back out. So that's option one, which is a simple bottom hand punch where we get our hip around, hips towards the corner. If this dodger's not a great right-handed shooter and we can widen him out, it's probably okay to punch and trail a little more in the back pocket because I'm not too afraid of him turning that corner for a shot. So that depends on who you're covering and what their strengths are. Now what happens, that might be a great first option to play this, but we want some other tips or tools or tactics to use if a dodger breaks our frame. One of the greatest things we have as a defender with a long pole and even just with our arms is the ability to extend our leverage outside of our frame. So if this dodger goes to turn the corner and he gets outside of my frame right now, where maybe he gets a step on me, or maybe he makes a hard rocker move and fakes an inside roll and gets a step. If he makes that step, I want some tools to be able to extend my leverage outside of my frame. And so right now, as the dodger goes top side and is outside of my hand, if I stay in a punch here, I'm gonna spin open and give him that top side. So rather than spin my hips open with him and punch out, I wanna maintain this leverage and extend it past my hip. One option is gonna be a chicken wing. So if the dodger goes top side, I'm gonna wing my arm out, catch the dodger right now between my shoulder and bottom arm, and as he tries to turn the corner, go ahead, Billy, try to turn the corner. I'm just gonna slide up, take away that top side by winging my arm out. Now, I've widened him out, so if he pops away, I can get a push, or if he leans back into me, and leans in and then inside rolls, I have my hands here to establish that leverage underneath and drive him out.
Basically, when his man gets to the goal line extended spot.
This is more like it from Knowlton, playing bully ball.
So our second option from the bottom hand punch is to actually get a chicken wing where we catch that contact into our chest more, catch that contact into our chest, wing our arm out, and establish this leverage point. It's almost like a mini V hold where I'm going to punch this hand out almost like a V wing, catch the dodger in this leverage point, slide my hip up, keep him between my body there. Once again, I'm not leaning, I'm catching that contact into me because he's trying to get past me. Our third option, which is an extremely effective option for a defender, is the V hold.
Play.
Pick left!
Especially in week one. I think it's a more pronounced advantage in week.
So I might choose to get into this early, or I might use it as a resort when the dodger breaks my frame again. So as the dodger's going to their right hand and gets past my butt end, another option I have here is to bring my stick across and extend my leverage top side. Right here, I have no leverage top side. I have body leverage top side here. If he breaks my frame too far, I have no leverage. Now he has the opportunity to shoot top side or turn the corner. I can flip my leverage by taking my stick from back shoulder to front side, and my body now has low leverage behind him and stick has top side leverage. That's important to understand because I don't want to be in the same positioning as if I was in a butt end hold in a V hold, because now I've opened up an inside roll.
Catalyst. Spallina chased by Zulik. Spallina, that inside roll wasn't there, triple team.
I always want my stick leverage to counterbalance my body leverage. So if my body leverage is top side, stick leverage can be behind. If my body leverage is low, I bring stick leverage above. So now I have two leverage points, top side with my stick, bottom side with my hip and forearm in a V hold, where if I've essentially captured the dodger in this V hold right here. A couple really important things in a V hold. One, in the top side leverage here, I am going to be working to win the bottom arm match. This bottom arm leverage match right here. So Dodgers are gonna do one of two things when they come around. They're gonna bury this hand and hide it and lower that shoulder so that I can't get a lift, or they're gonna bring the hand up so they can try to get a shot and shoot back towards the cage. A really important thing to understand is for Dodgers to shoot for most shots that aren't one-handed flip shots, their hands have to come up and they have to snap back down and through. If we can affect that pattern, we can eliminate their ability to shoot or at least strongly disrupt the shot. So if a Dodger comes around the corner with their shoulder lowered and bury that hand, I can't find that hand to lift it. I'm going to pin that hand down to affect its ability to come up, capture it, and keep forearm pressure on the Dodger's back right here with my right hip behind. So pin the arm down, forearm pressure on the back, right hip behind. So now as the Dodger tries to go topside, I'm pinning down on the hand, but also on the roll, I've got him captured. This is the V hold right here. If we pause stick and forearm, this is the V hold. If the Dodger goes to roll back, I can punch him out, play it right there with my stick back out in front. Now, what most Dodgers are gonna do when you pin this hand below eventually is they're gonna work to get this hand free. So Bill, you drop that hand, I pin it, he's gonna work to get the hand free, it comes low, I come high. Right, so now he's given me that lift opportunity because no Dodger can get a powerful shot off with their hand pinned down. So he's gonna fight to get it up, then he does, I pin it right up there. Now I have bottom arm leverage with my dig or my lift. So you can get it with a hook or a pin right here, pin it down or hook it, comes under, dig, lift it up. I don't need to rip it out because all I need to do at the end of the day, even if Bill gets a step on me top side here, he tries to shoot this, that's a really hard shot to rotate back through my stick right there. So while I'm doing that, I am not leaning into, I'm not trying to push him, I'm actually catching him into my body and either pinning or pulling up and keeping good forearm pressure behind. Eventually, if Bill comes back, if Bill leans into me down low and I have it pinned, I'm just catching this. But he's gonna have to step away to get a shot off, and as he steps away, I can get that drive and pop. Now I take his leverage away from me. Whether or not you choose to use the V-hold all the time is up to you. I think it's an extremely effective tactic to have as a pull so that we can just be disruptive and extend our leverage towards our butt end side. This allows us to choose to funnel guys to a certain direction so when they get there, then I can flip my stick leverage topside and still take away that topside without having to get my body all the way around.